Why are apses important in medieval Southeast European frescoes? Imagine walking into a church and being drawn immediately to the curved wall behind the altar. That's the apse, a special part of church architecture. But in medieval Southeast Europe, this space was more than just a structural feature. It was the heart of religious art and worship. The apse is a semicircular or polygonal recess at the end of a church, often behind the altar. It's where the most sacred rituals took place, especially the Eucharist, which is central to Orthodox Christian services. Because of this, artists paid extra attention to what they painted here. The frescoes in the apse weren't just decorations, they were visual sermons. They showed important religious figures like the Virgin Mary holding the Christ child or Christ himself. Sometimes, they included apostles or saints. These images helped teach stories and beliefs to worshippers who might not be able to read. Since the apse is directly above the altar, it's impossible to miss during services. This placement made sure everyone saw the images, reinforcing the connection between the divine and the community below. Artists in Southeast Europe mixed Byzantine styles with local traditions. Figures often have elongated bodies, expressive faces, and bright colors. This style created a regional identity but still linked to the larger Orthodox Christian world. The vibrant colors and glowing images made the apse a focal point that transformed plain church interiors into inspiring spiritual spaces. The frescoes also reflected the status of those who paid for them. Local rulers or church leaders often commissioned these works to show their devotion and leave a lasting mark. During times of political change, like when the Byzantine Empire fell or the Ottoman Empire rose, these images became symbols of cultural and religious resilience. They reminded communities of their faith and heritage, even when outside forces threatened their traditions. The apse was the first thing visitors saw when entering the church, and the last thing they saw when leaving. That made it the perfect spot for the most important messages. Over time, certain scenes became standard in apse decoration, like the Virgin Mary enthroned or Christ giving communion to the apostles. These familiar themes helped worshippers feel connected to a larger, timeless tradition. So, the importance of apses in medieval Southeast European frescoes lies in their role as the spiritual and visual center of the church. They taught, inspired, and united communities through art that blended local styles with religious stories. These frescoes stood as lasting symbols of faith, culture, and identity in a changing world.